And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Okay, there's a winter weather advisory out for the eastern Beaufort Sea coast, in across the north slope down to the Brooks Range and Atuvik Pass, possibly as far east as Arctic Village. Out for tonight and Saturday for snow and blowing snow, possibly 2 to 3 inches of snow falling there with winds gusting to 40 miles an hour, which will greatly reduce visibility and blowing snow. And there's a flood watch out for the Glen Allen area due to snow melt and possible flooding in that area, as well as much of the Copper River Basin. And from there, satellite imagery showing a lot of clouds here across the southern 2/3 of Alaska. Actually, system coming northeastward here, spreading rain from Kodiak Island up into southern Alaska. Still a nice day over the southeast coast with temperatures in the 60s to lower 70s, and then a developing area of snow right through here in precipitation, and another area up there on the Arctic coast as well, light snow and flurries falling throughout much of the day. And this area mostly showery conditions, scattered showers, but will enhance here tonight into tomorrow. And low pressure out over the Bering Sea here, keeping it mostly cloudy with areas of rain and showers there. And the front brought a little bit of light precipitation to the Pribilofs earlier today. Main push up to the northeast here, right into across Bristol Bay and southern Alaska with rain falling Kuskokwim, Yukon Delta, right into Bristol Bay to Kodiak much of the day today, as well as the Alaska Peninsula. On the chart, here's that location in the front this afternoon. And first push of moisture coming up into south central Alaska today with areas of rain, precipitation. North of the mountains, though, pretty just cloudy skies, some sun here over the northern interior, south of the Brooks Range. North of the Brooks Range, areas of light snow along the Arctic coast. And also some light snow near or just south of St. Lawrence Island there, with winds gusting anywhere from 30 to 40 miles an hour through the Bering Strait down to Savunga. And gusty west winds with rain or rain showers here over much of the Aleutians. Kind of a break right behind the front there for the Alaska Peninsula. And mostly sunny day here for the southeast coast with light winds and temperatures in the 60s to lower 70s. For example, 72, the high temperature at both Sitka and Wrangell today, with Klawock having reached 70 degrees. And looking ahead to tonight, increase in the clouds here along the central and north coast, maybe over the inland areas. Rain advancing eastward past Cordova, but looks like it'll stay west of Yakutat at this point in time. So just look for clouds to increase there for the Yakutat area. And snow, gusty winds here for the Brooks Range up to the Arctic coast, possibly down into the upper Yukon Valley. Pretty light snow if that does occur here for Fort Yukon, back down to the southwest, kind of linking up with this front here. But even this moisture will be pretty light. Periods of rain, light rain, areas of south central Alaska, particularly the southern Kenai Peninsula into Prince William Sound now. And another shot of rain, trough bringing rain and some gusty winds into the Alaska Peninsula. A lot of clouds and showers over the southwest interior. And for the Bering Sea, winds more northerly there, turning northwest with rain and showers into the Adak-Atka area. And for tomorrow, that low tracks eastward here into eastern Bristol Bay. Stays wet there. Periods of rain and showers Kodiak Island, Alaska Peninsula, eastern Aleutians. Showers scattering out back to the west, ending, say, toward Kiska Island westward. Areas of snow and blowing snow for the Brooks Range on out across the central, eastern, north slope, eastern Beaufort Sea coast, where the advisories are out. Mixture of precipitation south of the Brooks Range, mostly along and north or northwest of the Yukon River there, all the way down into the northeastern Bering Sea. And this low continuing to pump moisture up into southern Alaska. So cloudy skies with areas of rain now from Yakutat westward into the Kuskokwim Valley, down across Kodiak Island and Bristol Bay. And again, not too bad for the Panhandle, partly to mostly sunny. A few more clouds around though. Then that front pushes in Saturday night, later Saturday night and Sunday, kind of washing out there along the coast with most of the moisture by afternoon into Canada. So rain changing to showers there, but continuing periods of rain for the North Gulf Coast, Cook Inlet, Kenai Peninsula, down to Kodiak Island. Some moisture up into the Copper River Basin in the form of showers, possibly isolated thunderstorms as well in the afternoon. And for the North Slope, Eastern North Slope, Arctic coast, areas of light snow continue, but this area of snow starting to diminish now. Still pretty gusty on the northeast winds through the passes of the Brooks Range with that tighter gradient turning north and northeast, turning mainly northerly. Maybe gusts of 30 miles an hour along the exposed areas of the Yukon Delta coastline there, particularly through the Bering Strait. Could see gusts 40 to 45 miles an hour. Not too bad over the Bering Sea, generally quiet with some scattered shower activity, widely scattered shower activity over the southeast Bering down to the eastern Aleutians, Alaska Peninsula. A dry day, maybe some sunshine, Adak and Atka under high pressure there with definitely very light winds. A weak system pushing some rain in toward the western Aleutians. Low temperatures tonight, 30s and 40s for the Panhandle, 30s and 40s across much of the southeast interior, and in the 30s to lower 40s for the Tanana Valley as well. Colder up to the north there, Fort Yukon 25, about 29 for Bettles, 19 at Kobuk, and or at Ambler, I'm sorry, not Kobuk, in the Kobuk Valley at Ambler, about 19, and 5 below to 5 above for the Arctic coast, in the upper 20s for the Pribilofs. Highs for tomorrow, 50s to mid-60s, central eastern interior. A little cooler for the southeast coast, but not too bad. Sitka, that's actually quite a bit cooler. The forecast high of 59, down from the 72 of today. Otherwise, in the lower to mid-50s, south central Alaska, upper 50s around Glen Allen and Gulkana. And the lows following morning, single numbers now all the way down into the Seward Peninsula, a low of 11 for St. Lawrence Island. Cooling off here over the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta, lows back into the 20s to lower 30s there. And mostly in the 30s for the Tanana Valley, in the 30s for south central Alaska to Kodiak Island. And for highs, 50s to lower 60s now for the central and eastern interior. 40s to mid-50s out to the west and then right along the coast. Highs staying below freezing, upper 20s to near 30 along the coastline here from Bethel, or actually out toward the coast, Macoriac, up into Norton Sound. High of 30 for the Pribilofs, and a little cooler, much cooler for the southeast coast in the lower 50s.